Gaints, welcome to the Uccabs Manifesto reading. My name is Prince Ofori Jr. and I'll be your moderator. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, the Electoral Commission, members of this association, I, Enyam Bennett, in full compliance with the association's constitution, would like to officially present my manifesto to the entire association. Over the years, current and past administrations of this noble association have devised ways and means for the association to advance. Nevertheless, there remains a great work to be done in order to meet the needs of the students in the association. It is in this light that I have critically searched and discovered some issues that need to be attended to for the progress of Uccabs as far as record keeping, correspondence, and the welfare of students is concerned. I have, in a pragmatic perspective, defined excellent and befitting policies to manage, if not solve, these problems. The following are the bulletins to be discussed in the subsequent paragraphs: precise record keeping, provision of suggestion box, inclusivity, and creation of Uccabs website. To commence with precise record keeping. Record keeping basically involves keeping and maintaining records of the association's activities and minutes of various meetings. But when given the mandate to be your general secretary, I intend not to limit record keeping to the aforementioned, but practice accurate and accountable record management. Breaking it down, this will involve creation, distribution, retention, preservation, and retrieval of the association's records. I intend to precisely pen down all motions that are raised during meetings and the outcome of their votes, as well as every item discussed. Pertaining to accountability, I will ensure that minutes tally with the reports from the Financial Secretary and various committees' reports before they are disseminated to all members of the association, both on the main and satellite campuses, after approval by the chairman. Minutes will also be read before every meeting begins. I believe that my strong proficiency in English language and word processing programs will go a long way to help achieve this policy. Another policy I intend to establish is the provision of a suggestion box. Suggestion box is a box used for collecting slips of paper with input from stakeholders of an association, in this case, Uccabs. I believe that inasmuch as an administration will be doing the most to serve its stakeholders, the utmost interest of the people cannot be served if we do not know their greatest concerns, suggestions, and opinions. Also, not all such concerns can be discussed during meetings. It is in this light that I have thought to introduce this very feasible idea. A box would be mounted in front of the Secretariat for the main campus and at a vantage point on the satellite campus, where students can drop their concerns anonymously for such concerns to be rightly addressed by executives. This will be made possible by allocating a portion of the budget to this cause, and I believe that the initiative would help improve communication between management and the General Assembly, increase innovation and problem solving. Again, a major problem that the current administration faced was how to organize programs without making students on the main campus, or most importantly, the satellite campus, feel unincluded. They performed well in that area by making sure some of the association's programs took place on the satellite campus and not only on the main campus. There remains the challenge of not being able to hold students from both campuses under one roof for a program together as one association due to COVID, time, and other factors. This is what inclusivity in my policies will try to solve. That I, together with other executives, would come up with the best means to make this happen. In short, this policy would involve providing equal access to opportunities and resources for those who might otherwise feel marginalized. All things being equal, another policy I intend to work with my fellow executives to achieve is to create a website for the association during our tenure. This would serve as a platform for student involvement, past questions for all levels and departments, and every information about the association will be available 24 hours in a week. Also, members will be encouraged to write newsletters, articles, journals, and others which, after being reviewed by the editorial board, will be published on the website for access by all paid-up Uccabs members. It's a website over social media platforms because websites establish credibility to the onlooker, especially to our sponsors and other schools in the university. Mr. Chairman, the Electoral Commission and members of the association, to bring my manifesto to an end, these are the policies that I, Enyan Bennett, would want to implement when the mandate is given to me as the next General Uccabs Secretary. Cherished General Assembly, bear in mind that I am approachable, friendly, and up for a chat with anyone, so feel free to engage me. Bill me a bit if you want, but hopefully give me your vote as the next General Secretary. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, the Electoral Commission and the General Assembly, in conclusion, these are the policies that I, Enyan Bennett, would want to implement when given the mandate as the next General Secretary. Cherished General Assembly, bear in mind that I am approachable, friendly, and up for a chat with anyone, so feel free to engage me, bill me a bit if you want, and hopefully vote me, Bennett, as your next General Secretary, #1 on the ballot screen. Thank you.
All right, so the next for the Uccabs Secretary Manifesto reading is Constance Appiah. So let's give it up for her.
Mr. Chairman, the Electoral Board, current executives of Uccabs, colleague candidates, students of this reputable association and fraternity, all protocol duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. I am Constance Appiah, a level 200 Bachelor of Commerce Accounting student in the University of Cape Coast. I believe in teamwork and effective communication as premier skills to enable one to reach a goal. I am contesting for the position of Uccabs General Secretary of the University of Cape Coast Association of Business Students, Uccabs, for the 2021-2022 academic years. I have duly assessed myself and capabilities, and I know that I have the skills, enthusiasm, and commitment toward the association to be able to serve in the best interest of us all. Taking up this role is a decision I have taken ample time to reach, as I am duly aware of the organizational and administrative workload that is demanded of the role. As a secretary, I will endeavor to provide a link between the student body and meetings of Uccabs. That is, I will let members know about the meetings and handling of correspondence to outside bodies, from formal letters to emails and social media. As a secretary, I wouldn't limit my abilities to helping the association in writing of letters alone, but I also intend to, through coordinative efforts with the academic committee and executives of the association, organize communicative skills programs in assisting students to be able to improve on their communicative skills, that is both verbally and written. Through experience have I immensely learned to manage my time effectively, pertaining my academic and extra responsibilities. That is why I seek of us all in coming together to supporting Stancy as the next Uccabs General Secretary with the hashtag the ink intent for the 2021-2022 academic years. Vote Stancy, #2 on the ballot screen as Uccabs General Secretary. Thank you.
Uccabs. 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 Okay, so next on the list is Mary Mensah for Uccabs General Secretary. Let's give it up for her.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Good evening to you all, students of School of Business. My name is Mary Mensah. I am in level 200, reading Bachelor of Commerce in Finance. I am an affiliate of Adesha Hall. The following are some of the reasons why you should vote Mary Mensah as your next General Secretary for the University of Cape Coast Association of Business Students, Uccabs, for the 2021-2022 academic year. I am confident that I have the skills, enthusiasm, and dedication to make this role my own and contribute to Uccabs, providing the student experience that you deserve. Vying for this position was not an easy decision for me because I am much aware of the organizational and administrative workload that is expected of the role. I am versatile and team player with good communication skills, and I strongly believe these qualities will influence my work as the Uccabs General Secretary. As Secretary, I will bridge the gap between the student body and Uccabs, especially with its activities. That is, I will inform the members of this association about upcoming meetings in not less than 2 clear weeks, as well as handle all correspondence with outside bodies, ranging from formal letters to social media and emails. My experience in high-demand roles for a long time has demonstrated my ability to manage my time effectively in other activities alongside my studies. I am also motivated by my desire to provide the best possible education experience to students, but the Uccabs General Secretary, according to the Uccabs Constitution, should make copies of the Constitution available to Uccabs members upon admission in the school. Therefore, when voted into power, I will make sure that copies of the Uccabs Constitution are made available at the School of Business Library for reference by any member of the association. Again, as a secretary, I am not limited to only drafting minutes. Therefore, if voted into power, I together with the other executives, will conduct entrepreneurship training, where students will be trained on some entrepreneurial skills that will enable them start their own business after they finish school. Finally, I believe that my skills are sufficient for the office of General Secretary because I have the multitude of ideas that will help develop Uccabs and improve the association and make it more successful and enjoyable in the upcoming academic year. Fellow becomers, Jane Fonda once said, "You can run the office without a boss, but you cannot run the office without secretaries." Let us vote massively for Mary Mensah as your next Uccabs General Secretary on Friday, September 2021. I believe in you. May God bless us all. May God bless Uccabs. Mary Mensah has something great for you. Trust Mary Mensah, number 3 on the ballot screen. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was Mary Mensah for Uccabs Secretary. Next on the list is Financial Secretary, and the first aspirant is Abigail Kujo. Let's give it up for her.
Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs.
Real of progress.
A manifesto presented by Abigail Kujo as an aspirant for the position of Uccabs Financial Secretary for 2021-2022 academic year. The Chair, Electoral Commissioner, current and past executives of Uccabs, co-aspirants, members of Uccabs, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols duly observed. I deem it a great privilege and humbled to see this day become a reality as I present my vision. Folks, we are at war, but not that which involves the use of ballistic arms, spear and sword, but the one which defies all odds to lead Uccabs in the promised land with achievable ideas as our great weapon. I'm Abigail Kujo, a second-year Bachelor of Commerce accounting student, vying for the position of Uccabs Financial Secretary for 2021-2022 academic year, with a teaser, Abiskolo, and number 1 on the ballot screen. The Chair, my agenda is christened the TAMP agenda: transparency, accountability, mobilization of resources and projects. Transparency and accountability. The Chair, transparency and accountability is a virtue I stand by at all times in all my endeavors. When I am elected into power, this virtue will be achieved by preparing and publishing the budget and financial statements of all Uccabs on all Uccabs social media platforms. This will enable students to clear their doubts about the association in terms of finances and help them know what their monies are used for. Mr. Chairman, in discharging my duties, filing system and documentations will be ensured assiduously so that auditing will be easy during and at the end of our administration. Since the work is contingent on paperwork and documentations, I am going to make sure every document is kept well to avoid any discrepancies. to articulate and enforce expected and upright behavior, and as well as implement the appropriate checks and balances at various stages in our financial activities as an association. I will ensure true and accurate financial records leading to financial probity. Mobilization of resources. The Chair, with regards to revenue generation, we are going to digitize the payment of dues through mobile money to enable students pay at any time at their comfort zones. Also, we are going to reach out to the alumni of the association through snowballing for them to assist us with donations to run the association. Moreover, I, together with my colleague executives, are going to implement the 10% of sponsorship to students who bring sponsorships on board. Last but not the least, the association will invest surplus of money to generate money out of investment, rather than allowing the money to lie in the account. Programs and projects. The Chair, as part of my project for the association, we will collaborate with the banks on campus to open bank accounts for students who do not have. This will inculcate the habit of saving among students. Also, there will be financial literacy programs to be organized to enlighten students on how to manage their finances. The Chair, to the best of my knowledge, no woman has ever assumed this office as Financial Secretary, but the office of Finance Secretary is not something beyond a woman's capacity. In fact, per my understanding and findings, women are good record keepers and financial managers. That is why Abiskolo is here to ensure judicious use of Uccabs funds for sustainable development of the association. The Chair, fellow students, anyone who wants to lead must serve and serve with due diligence. I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to the association. Your vote is your greatest power and secret. Vote for service and passion. Vote Abiskolo as your next Uccabs Finance Secretary. Vote number 1 to ensure accountability and financial uprightness. Together, we can make Uccabs great and enjoyable. Endorse Abiskolo for Finance Secretary desire. Number 1 on the ballot screen. Thank you and God bless us all. Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs.
Rate of progress.
Thank you.
Oh, let's give that for her. Interesting. So next on our list for the same Uccabs Financial Secretary is Richard Poza. Let's give that for him.
There is a manifesto to be presented by Richie as Financial Secretary for Uccabs. As rational as we are, human beings have a primary objective of maximizing utility from every cedi we spend. That is why Richie, being a tried, tested and approved financial manager, seeks to give members of Uccabs value for their money. Thus, as much satisfaction as possible for their financial contributions into the association. It is with this motive and my passion and commitment to serve the great Uccabs that I, Richard Poza, a level 200 become student of the University of Cape Coast, plead with you to support and eventually vote me in as your next Financial Secretary of the University of Cape Coast Association of Business Students. The job of a Financial Secretary stretches beyond writing receipts and preparing financial statements, but the Financial Secretary should be well endowed in the dealings and process systems in the association. My desire to serve, therefore, and my commitment to Uccabs led me to serving as a committee member in both the finance and then the chaplaincy committee. And through this, I developed a great deal of skill and insights about the financial framework of the association and how the system works in the association as a whole. My experience in the area of financial management is therefore all to see. I served as the Financial Secretary of Pensa UCC's Bible Study Department, where by virtue of my effective teamwork and innovative management, we recorded an unprecedented rate of surplus at the end of our tenure, which was also impressive as I was only in level 100 by then. Also, after SHS, I worked with Christ Ambassador School Complex as a bezer, and even before that, I was a junior graphics sales record keeper while in JHS. I am currently serving on the Finance Committee of Pentecost Students and Associates, Pensa UCC. I would like to state emphatically that I am here to serve the financial interests of the association and not my idealistic and personal interest. I aim to be a part of an administration that promotes inclusive governance from all angles and not one which is centered to suit the interests of some groups only. My policies, which can easily be related to by the student populace, are explained below. Firstly, we have the financial literacy program. This training program will be held as part of the Business Week celebration in order to drill and teach our members the pragmatic side of financial management. Seasoned experts from reputable financial institutions will be invited to take us through areas such as investment, entrepreneurship, marketing, administration, and leadership. This is to enrich the ordinary business students in order to be able to better defend their stand as aspiring business professionals. Secondly, Richie seeks to bring on board a dues payment feedback form. A careful observation reveals that a large number of our students do not honor their financial obligations to the association. Therefore, we have structured a set of survey questions in the form of docs. This would be used to screen the views of our members towards the dues they contribute to the association. These forms will be circulated at relevant times to all students in the School of Business from level 100 to 400. Then, after reviewing the suggestions we received, we pick out the most dominant suggestion and work towards its implementation. This way, we can ensure that everyone gets value for the dues that they pay. The next thing I would like to talk about is the cloud-based financial record keeping system. Richie, as your financial secretary, will implement a more robust online database where we will keep all financial records of Uccabs. This will improve the security of records, enhance its accessibility by preceding financial secretaries, and also free up physical space. I also want to assure the student populace that the financial statements are going to be made available with a very strict respect to time. Fellow giants, I would like to end my reading on the note that Uccabs is a very big association by every standard, and to maintain this enviable reputation, every potential leader must carry the mindset of absolute servitude. That is, a leader must be voted for based on what they have to give the association, not what they will gain from serving the association. Richie stands for everything about the former and nothing about the latter. My desire to be the financial secretary is not because of the certificates, but because I want to give what I have. But because I want to give what I have and what I am to the association. Richie stands for value for money. Richie is number 2 on the ballot screen. Thank you very much for voting Richie, number 2 on the ballot screen. Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Way of progress.
Thank you.
Alright, so that was Richard Poser. So we move on to the next aspirant or the next portfolio, which is the Uccabs organizer. And the first on the list is Samuel Sufi.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Way of progress.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, the Dean of Students, the Electoral Board, current Uccabs executives, colleague aspirants, students of the Great Noble Institution, all protocols duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Sinek once said, great leaders state out loud what they intend to do, and in so doing, they get things done. I am Isrifi Samuel, a level 200 Bachelor of Commerce with accounting as an option. I am with the teaser Sam Wilson, vying for the office of Uccabs Organizing Secretary. I would like to explain to you my credibility to consider by endorsing me as your next organizer. I set to myself a vow of owing the good people of Uccabs a duty of care to find a remedial to organizing activities. As one of the functions of an organizer, who is being responsible for organizing all functions and activities of Uccabs, such as general meetings, seminars, social and fundraising activities. Professional development, one major key to career development. Every academic year, students are given the opportunity to work with their dream company during the long vacation. Internship letters are opened to students, of which 2 addresses are provided by the students. This has been a challenge to some students to be guaranteed a job due to this pandemic. Last vacation, internship letters were opened for students to come along with 2 addresses. What is the probability that these companies would grant the permission for them to work with? Some students in the association fall victim where they are not able to intern with a reputable company. When I, Sam Watson, voted into power, I would make sure students are encouraged to provide more than 2 addresses. The probability of working with one of these companies would be very high. Furthermore, as an organizer, I would make sure professional events hosted where students would have the opportunity to interact with their mentor. Mentoring programs encourage professional development and networking. Mentees, which are the students, can request a mentor from a different company based on their interests, and this will result in connecting with their mentor who may benefit from this exercise. Perhaps the most important benefit of these professional events or programs is that they provide you with excellent opportunity to network with other professionals and entrepreneurs in our field. To end with, as the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Extracurricular activities also help in releasing stress. When voted into power, I will make sure social activities such as games between lecturers and students, quizzes, etc., that will bridge the gap between lecturers and students. Through these activities, there will be a cordial relationship between lecturers and students, where students will know their lecturers better. You will bear with me that mostly gradually leave the school without knowing the names of their lecturers. In as much as recommendation letters are very important in the corporate world, it can be the basis for students to obtain letters from their lecturers. I stand before you today to solicit for your vote and appeal to you all to exercise the franchise for me on the voting screen number 1 for Sam Wilson to catapult me to the enviable office of Organizing Secretary. I hope the aforementioned policies will be implanted and help the association if you rally behind me. Long live Uccabs, long live UCC, and long live Ghana. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still on the portfolio of the Uccabs organizer. Next on our list is Committee Emmanuel for Uccabs organizer. Welcome.
My name is Committee Emmanuel, a level 200 Bachelor of Commerce Management student. I'm aspiring for the portfolio of the Uccabs organizer with a teaser manual. My manifesto is entitled the AUI Manifesto. The AUI Manifesto talks about agility, unity, and integrity, where agility stands for the quality to execute various functions and social activities easily and smart. Unity stands for building a team who will work relentlessly with one mind to achieve the goals of Uccabs. Integrity stands for the quality of being honest and complete in my service to the association. In my term of office, we will mobilize people with business ideas and organize training sessions for them and give them the platform to advertise their products and also support them through various media. We will also increase the attendance of participants to various Uccabs functions and other social activities by having a strong liaison with the program representative to give a persistent pre-notice to the class. To end, we will work together to increase the payment of dues by providing a medium through which payment can be done in the comfort of the students to help our function and activities. Thank you. I urge all students of School of Business to vote for Manuel as the next Uccabs organizer. I'm number 2 on the ballot screen. Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs.
Gaints in business.
Uccabs. Thank you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's getting very interesting here, and then we are moving to the portfolio of the Uccabs PRO. Next on our list is Deca, Jeremy, Clinton, and team. Let's give it up for
Uccabs. Gaints in business. Uccabs. Gaints in business. Uccabs. Yellow.
My name is Deca Jeremy Clinton. I am currently a level 200 become accounting student running for portfolio of Uccabs PR of this great association. Before I get into the main part of my manifesto, I would like to pay tribute to level 200 become accounting class for the inspiration and support they've given me throughout the number of weeks and days in my campaign. I have many personal attributes which I believe will help me if I were to be elected. To begin with, I am a happily cooperative person and would really look forward to working in close connection with a lot of different people as PR. Furthermore, I'm a very creative and goal-oriented young man with top-notch enviable social media marketing skills that have earned me much recognition and achievement in the digital space. I need not to boast about my social media career, but it's evident I'm one of the best bloggers you can get in the country as at now. At this point of my manifesto, I need your rapt attention to listen to detailed projects necessary to build the brand of Uccabs and make it an enviable and well-recognized one, not only in this institution, but in the country at large. To set the ball rolling, I'll speak about social media. We can boldly say social media is one of the most powerful tools in our modern world. A day without social media is a day incomplete, as social media has become part of our day-to-day lives. In my quest to promote the name of Uccabs within and outside the walls of this noble institution, social media is going to play a major role. With my knowledge and requisite skills gained over the years in blogging, I will bring on board content that will help grow our social media page and keep them vibrant and active for all Uccabs members. With my knowledge and requisite skills gained over the years in blogging, I'll bring on board content that will keep our social media pages vibrant and active in a way and manner that will gain more recognition in the digital space. I plan to make underutilization of social media pages of Uccabs a thing of the past. Holders of this position in previous years have paid less attention to our social media handles as they focus on only giving reliable information to Uccabs members through our WhatsApp platforms. I plan to make underutilization of our social media pages a thing of the past, as previous holders of this position have paid attention to only giving reliable information through only our WhatsApp platforms. But not only will this help in the growth of our digital space, but this initiative will in the long run make it easy for Uccabs to gain sponsorship from programs, as most organizations before giving you scholarship will look at your social media influence and how many people you can share their products to. Furthermore, I will speak about social events. I hope to continue the tradition of amazing socials organized by the society if I'm elected as PR. By working closely with other elected executives, I will strive to make sure that as many students as possible attend events, especially with the continuing students. Uccabs Week and other programs. In the leading weeks up to Uccabs, I will radically step up the level of PR around campus and on the internet to ensure Uccabs Week and Uccabs programs have the biggest impact possible and the event organized gain attendance that they deserve. To conclude, I'll talk about bringing on board the first ever Uccabs online magazine. This is an initiative to help promote the brand of Uccabs to outsiders. This magazine will capture programs and pictures that will interest not only Uccabs members, but also the outside population of the school as well. In a nutshell, I urge you all to vote DECA, number 2 on your ballot screen for Uccabs PR. Vote DECA for a better Uccabs. Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Way of progress.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was DECA for Uccabs PRO. Second on our list for the same Uccabs PRO to mount this podium is Depla Moses. Let's clap for him.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Way of progress.
His fellow Giants. My name is Dapla Moses, a level 200 become management student. waiving for the position of Public Relations Officer, PR, with the teaser, Kwame Moses. These are the things Kwame Moses would like to do when voted into power. Generating income for the association through the YouTube channel by encouraging students to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Promoting businesses of student entrepreneurs, and also Uccabs Week celebration on the Uccabs board and ATL radio station, which will help sell the name of the association within and outside the university community, which is one sole mandate of the PRO. I would like to also work with all course reps of all levels in communicating information. Furthermore, I will also gather the challenges and concerns of various classes and channel it to the appropriate executives to be channeled to the right authorities to be dealt with. In all, Kwame Moses seeks to communicate authentic, reliable, and transparent information. Thank you very much. Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs. And number 1 on the ballot screen. Endorse Kwame Moses as your next Uccabs PRO. Thank you very much.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are moving to the portfolio of Uccabs Treasurer. And then first on the list is Daniel Abai. Thank you.
Uccabs. Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Way of progress.
Greetings to you all, members of the association. My name is Abai Awutemi Daniel. I am a level 200 become accounting student. I am an affiliate of Kwame Nkrumah Hall. I am here this evening to deliver to you my manifesto as an aspirant for the position of Uccabs Treasurer. Leadership is not about age or height, but it's about the ability, the willingness, and the ability to see the need and to take responsibility. It is for this that I, Daniel Abai Awutemi, have seen the need as part to take the responsibility to serve as treasurer for this great association. I consider a good treasurer to be someone who takes initiatives, integrate responsibilities, someone who is able to improvise and respond quickly to the tasks at hand, one who is able to complete tasks as an individual as well as in a team. I believe these qualities are best reflected in me as a member of Uccabs. I have the task of undertaking the following policies should I be elected into office as the next treasurer. First is to extend our user scholarship sponsorship duration of 1 year to 5 years. This is a policy which will help our association to get more income from our sponsors, which will help us to take up our activities with ease. Second policy is that together with my team, I will organize a digital training program for members of the association. This is a policy that will help us to shape and prepare ourselves for the future so that we can fit well in the job market. In addition, in my office, I will establish a welfare fund for the association, which is what is seen as the most important thing for members as an association. This fund scheme will help improve the standard of living of members of the association. In addition to that, for us to be able to fund our activities, we normally fund it through our dues. And how do we get our dues? In order to enhance collection of dues, I will set up a subcommittee members in every department to enhance the collection of dues. Also, together with the financial secretary, I will make sure that we prepare accurate and objective accounts for the association to ensure there is no embezzlement of funds and no misappropriation of funds. This and many more will come to you should you elect McDan as your next treasurer. Vote and vote diligently. Make the right choice. Choose McDan as your next treasurer. Improving members' life, generating more income, ensuring accountability, advocacy, and objective is at its peak. I have this quote from Mr. Christopher Wright. He said, Every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. No one is rich, no one is poor. We have got 24 hours each. Let us be financially equipped. I wish you good luck in your quizzes and impending exams. Long live UCC, long live Uccabs, long live School of Business. Giant in business, we are. Thank you. I am number 1 on the ballot screen.
Wow, very interesting, very interesting. So that was Daniel Abai for Uccabs Treasurer. So next on the same portfolio for Uccabs Treasurer is Louise Opon Ano.
Greetings from Team Louise to the fraternity of Uccabs or University of Cape Coast Association of Business Students. I am Louise Opon Ano, a Bachelor of Commerce Marketing Level 200 student. I'm aspiring for the post of Uccabs Treasurer for the 2021-2022 academic year with the teaser Louise L-U-I-Z. My motive of aspiring for this post of Treasurer is to enhance my knowledge of financial management by taking on more responsibilities through being a Treasurer. As principal, organization and board trustees have duty to act visibly, predictably, and understandably to promote participation and accountability. Simply making information, or in this case, monetary data available is not sufficient to achieve transparency. Information should be managed and published so that it is relevant and accessible. It is timely and accurate. There are so many ways that one might be held to account. I believe in these 4 stages: standard setting, that is setting out some behavior expected of the accountee and criteria by which they might be validly judged; investigation, exploring whether or not accountee has met the standard expected of them; answerability, a process in which accountee is required to defend their actions, face skeptical questions, and explain themselves. This applies to both negative and positive feedback; sanction, a process in which accountee in some way be punished for falling below the standard expected of them, or perhaps be rewarded for achieving or exceeding them. These are the top 3 priorities Louise is bringing on board. Number 1 is fundraising for Uccabs. Louise is currently an ambassador to the ZPay mobile money on campus, and hence Louise is working to bring ZPay mobile money as an additional sponsorship to the already existing one to raise funds for Uccabs. And under the raising of funds, Louise will not leave the alumni behind. Louise will bring the alumni involvement in raising funds for Uccabs. Number 2, investment events. Louise will bring departmental investment events. That is, each department will have its own maiden event to lecture students on how to blend academics with extracurricular activities, which will generate income for oneself. Second, on investment, general investment and entrepreneurship summit. Event to be hosted by Uccabs for students to come up with their business ideas, either individually or groups. And students should note that winners will receive aid from sponsors. And last, on investment, after school life events solely for final years. Final years have the opportunity to be lectured how to make their own money when they have graduated and have no work doing after they are done with their service. So the third priority of Louise is the collection of dues, which is the main source of funds to finance the Uccabs activities. We will team up with the other executives and look out for a way forward, whether we can infuse dues in the school fees of students so that we can generate accurate revenue for Uccabs. And second one, we have to bring some education campaign on why, as an association member, you must pay your dues. What I have realized as a member of finance committee is the level 100 this semester were unable to pay massively their dues. So we are going to lecture them or educate them on why or the benefit they can get after paying their dues. And the last on collection of dues is decentralized collection of dues. That is, we are going to involve program reps in the collection of dues. That is, you pay, a program rep will collect all the dues and the souvenirs will be given to him to share to the various members who have paid. These policies I call the ATA agenda, which is accountability, transparency, and accuracy. Together, these policies can be materialized. Louise have served as a finance committee member, both in Uccabs and Casford Hall,
And Louis has also worked as an acting manager before entering the university. And Louis is currently a member in the Business and Entrepreneurship Development Committee in Uccabs. I urge every student of School of Business in UCC to vote for Louis as the next Uccabs treasurer come Friday. Uccabs Giants in business. Uccabs Giants in business. Uccabs field of progress.
Okay, Giants in business got into is the biggest stage in the Uccabs portfolios. We got into the Uccabs presidency, and then first to mount the stage is Tim Marcelo for Uccabs president.
Mr. Chairman, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, honorable members of the commission, committee members of the association, current and past Uccabs executives, fellow aspirants, members of Uccabs, all protocol duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. I am Samuel Kwame Bedu, a level 200 Bachelor of Commerce accounting student, with Stella Afram, who stands beside me as a running mate, also a level 200 Bachelor of Commerce management student. As presidential aspirant of our noble association, we deem it a great privilege to present our vision for the association before the House today. We would like to acknowledge the efforts and contributions made towards our association by our sitting president, Mr. Kent Beidu, and his able vice, Ms. Dugan Abena Patricia, in leading the association towards reaching its aims and objectives. We say that our vision can only be a complement to that which has been achieved by past and current administration of our association. The passion that always drives us in ensuring that our members are well equipped with the needed knowledge and skills to be able to bring out the giants in them, just as our motto goes, Giants in Business, has led to the forthbringing of our Continuity with Charge Manifesto. The key areas of our manifesto are outlined below. We have academic assistance scheme, capacity building program, welfare, and others. Academic assistance scheme, provision of learning resources and teaching assistance. We believe that one of the most important steps in ensuring that we are able to unleash the giants in us is to provide a conducive academic environment for our members and provide access to useful resources to aid in learning. We intend to beef up already existing schemes such as the Uccabs e-library by updating past questions and reading materials onto the platform on a regular basis. Also, hard copies of these materials will be compiled and made available in the School of Business Library to ensure access to students who may need them. Past questions of quizzes and exams, as well as lecture notes and reference materials would be made available to all members. With tuition assistance, we are determined to create a team of volunteers across all programs from the academic board who will be assisted by our teaching assistants to ensure that members who find difficulty in certain courses are well attended to. We will ensure that students who volunteer towards such a worthy cause are rewarded with a recommendation letter from the Dean of the School of Business or the patron of our noble association. Exposure to scholarship and online courses. In collaboration with the Center of International Education of the University, the United Kingdom Education Advisory Services, and other abroad institutions, we will continue to include an educational fair into the Business Week celebration. This will provide the right exposure to study abroad opportunities, training and guidance to enhance the success of our members who will show interest in such opportunities and apply. A compendium of scholarship opportunities for graduates will be compiled and made available to all final year students to aid them in their search for opportunities locally and internationally after school. This will be done in collaboration with a committee of final year students, which will be tasked to assist in the compilation of these opportunities. Michelle Obama once said, "When girls are educated, their country becomes stronger and more prosperous." It is on this note that I will invite my running mate to take us through the capacity building programs.
Capacity building program. We are in an era where more ladies are dominating the world of business, and our association is also blessed with a large number of female students who are filled with great potential. It is for this reason we intend to bring into light Uccabs Ladies Conference. The conference will be held in partnership with the Center for Entrepreneurship and Small Enterprises Development, the Office of the University of Cape Coast Business Incubator, the Office of the Local Nooks Women's Commission, and Vision for African Fraternity, an association on campus promoting women empowerment. Our aim is to help develop our ladies and equip them with skills that will enable them become the giants in business. Career Orientation Program. As an association with vision of ensuring that its members are open to career opportunities in and out of this country, our administration is willing to create a platform where students will have the opportunity to meet and interact with companies. With the current atmosphere of friendship you are enjoying with DataBank, ACCA, ICAJ, IHRMP, CIMA, and CIPS as our sponsoring firms, we are determined to improve the internship opportunities for our students as begun by the current administration. Skills Development Program. Our administration is determined to ensure that our members acquire different skills in addition to their academic excellence in order to prepare them for the business world. Most often, genuine ideas are introduced during the annual School of Business Trade Fair, but due to lack of support and advice on how these ideas can be brought into reality. Hence, we liaise with the University Business Incubator to establish an entrepreneurship club under the Student Entrepreneurship Initiative Program. This is aimed to provide training sessions for interested student entrepreneurs within our association. Students will be trained on how to develop their business ideas, pitch a business idea, establish a business, and raise the necessary funds to scale up their businesses. Welfare. Information dissemination. It is important that our members keep abreast with up-to-date information on activities of the association, as well as other important information that would be helpful to them in their academic and general welfare. Currently, information is mostly shared to members via WhatsApp, and sometimes information is lost in many chats on the various platforms. We propose to make use of the institutional emails and text messaging for disseminating of information to members. The use of the institutional emails and text messaging would ensure the information reaches members directly, devoid of any distractions. Financial Support Scheme. With our vision to ensure that our members enjoy a conducive environment to aid their studies, we are determined to provide more education on the various financial support schemes. Even though the association isn't in a position to provide direct support to its members, we are keen to ensuring that great awareness and massive education is given to our members on these support schemes to enable interested members apply for them when the need arises. Others.
Building stronger media relations. Our association over the years, with the help of our dear lecturers and past executives, have received both national and international recognition due to the association's effort in ensuring that our members become giants in every aspect of their academic and social lives. This feat has been achieved through back-to-back success in the annual Tertiary Business Challenge. In view of this, my able running mate and I are determined to create stronger media relations with renowned media houses so that our activities will be telecasted live on selected stations. We aim to start this with a campus broadcasting service and further expand to other media houses. This is aimed at providing more opportunities for our members to express themselves and also build their confidence level. Introduction of the business culture. Our association is blessed to have members who, irrespective of how tight the academic semester is, have passion for media work. And I must again commend the current president and his executives in exploring the skills of FPGH Media, who have been one of the association's media partners over this period. Our administration will ensure an effective partnership with members who are media inclined and have the passion for media to introduce the business capture, an initiative geared towards providing our members daily business news, both local and international. Our vision can only become a reality if we all come together to support Team Marcelo, and it is with this conviction that we say, come 10th of September 2021, vote Team Marcelo as the next president of our association. Team Marcelo is number 1 on the ballot screen. Marcelo is number 1 on the ballot screen. Thank you very much. Long live Uccabs, long live UCC, long live Ghana. Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Land of progress.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still on the biggest portfolio in Uccabs. Team Marcelo just left. Next to mount the podium is Team Felipe for Uccabs presidency. Let's give it up for them.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Giants in business.
Uccabs.
Wheel of progress.
Mr. Chairman, members of the EC and vetting committee, hard-working executives, members of the association, all protocol duly observed. Good day. This August moment would be insipid if we do not acknowledge the efforts of the incumbent Kent-led administration. We stand with great pleasure to commend the commitment and the quota contributed by the Kent-led administration towards building a better Uccabs. We say, Aiko. We have titled our manifesto, the People's Manifesto, and it is the people's interest. Our vision as a team is to ensure that Uccabs serves a robust and a purposeful leadership to its members by strategically devising means to getting our members well armed with the requisite skills and resources to making them thrive in their interested spheres. This forum will be created, managed and financed under the auspices of the association with the support from Center for Entrepreneurship and Small Enterprise Development, CESED. We believe that this initiative will serve as an inciting cause to reduce the hectic canker graduate unemployment. By this, we will be able to solicit for additional funds as the initiative will help the association to partner with the Office of the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Plan. Second policy, Uccabs customized suite, 1D, 1S initiative. Team Foley have come to realize that the only official way that unifies us as members of the Become fraternity is our Lacoste. This is undoubtedly true how we use this same Lacoste for official gatherings, seminars, general meetings, and unofficial gatherings. Health Works, ECT. This triggered the minds of the team and thought of it wisely that it would be much prudent to provide a customized Become suite for official gatherings. We believe that it will serve and contribute
We believe that it will serve as a contributing factor to strengthening the symbol of identity of the Become fraternity. This is not going to be a uniform, but for official gatherings. Policy 3, internship and national service hub. Adding up to the already established opportunities in the area of internship, the Team Foley administration will see to it that we lobby for spaces to be left for our students in various organizations, both on campus and beyond. This initiative is aimed at providing our students with the opportunity to acquire the requisite industrial experience that they would need to enable them thrive in their chosen fields of work. This is also to help students who are privy to the opportunity that comes with internship, or those who are denied of the opportunity to have their national service in their preferred organization to grab such opportunity. Fourth policy, establishing a rapport between Uccabs and the SRC. It is evident that some pertinent issues of our students' welfare, especially those on the Indum campus, is quite beyond the control of the association. A vivid example was the desperate need for the establishment of a markets facility on the Indum campus, where about 80% of our entire student populace are our students. As an association whose aim by constitution is the pursuit of the overriding interests of its members in all activities, by this it is bestowed on us as a pressing mandate to find appropriate measures to addressing these pertinent mayhems within the shortest possible time. As an advocate with a vision who finds the student's interest very pressing, we believe that creating a rapport with the SRC would not only help to address our pertinent challenge, but would also go an extra mile to ensure decentralization in decision-making process as student leaders. Policy 5. Policy 5. IT short courses. It's been proven countlessly that the people who excel in their chosen fields of work in the corporate world are those who have adapted technology and are well abreast with its use. This is now the normal as far as technological advancement in the 21st century is concerned. It is with this that Team Foley sees it very necessary to ensure that information technology becomes an integral part of our studies, especially as business students. In line with this, we intend to lobby through the management of the School of Business to partner with any of the accredited IT training institutions like IPMC to provide a certifying short course program in data analysis, Excel, and other IT suites. We believe that the fulfilling initiative will give our Become students the competitive edge in the labor market and also excel intensively in their various fields of work. Policy 7. Policy 6, rather. Policy 6. Revamping our strategies for soliciting sponsorships. The commitments employed by the previous administration in attracting data bank, CIMA, ACCA, HMI, and the likes as a backbone partners and sponsors of Uccabs stands exceptional and deserves commendation. Nonetheless, the Team Foley administration would build from the already established foundation and will seek to revamp our strategies to expand and attract more sponsors for the association. We intend to achieve this by temporarily opening our doors to most organizations to sensitize their services to our students. This will help to establish a deep-rooted relationship with these organizations, and as we help create the room to form a lasting and formidable partnership with them. Policy 7. Exposure to exchange programs abroad. It is quite time the students of the Become fraternity are well exposed to the exchange programs opportunities that's made available to the entire student populace. Our vision, as earlier established, is to advocate for the interests of all members of Uccabs without relenting and as such, we seek to grasp every opportunity that would enable our members to excel in their various fields, most especially in the academics. The Team Foley administration will lobby to ensure that the opportunities associated with the exchange programs through the Office of the Center of International Education is brought to the doors of Uccabs. We are willing to go any length to ensure that a larger number of our students find the ease to patronizing this opportunity. Policy 8. Provision of printing service at the Secretariat. As part of our desperate quest to advocate for the best interests of the good people of our association. Policy 8. Provision of printing service at the Secretariat. As part of our desperate quest to advocate for the best interests of the good people of the association, we intend to use the office to the benefit of all members of our noble association. We plan to provide a printing machine to help our members print all their reading materials, assignments, and lecture notes at a subsidized cost. As our core mandate demands, i.e. ultimately serving the student body and relentlessly advocating for their welfare, believe that this initiative will additionally serve as a symbol to ensuring judicious use of our Uccabs dues. 9th policy, work and study plan. The best opportunity every student seeks for is to have good source of income to support himself, especially in time of need. In that vein, the Team Foley Pair administration would lobby to secure job opportunities in HMI, ZPay, JMoney, etc. for our students. Students will have the opportunity to study without being impeded by their working with these corporates, since they provide a flexible and conducive means of earning income on a daily basis. Policy 10. Mini clinic. It is said that if you achieve all kinds of things in the material world, but you lose your health, you get little or no pleasure from your other accomplishments. This increasingly evidences that a healthy body fuels our drive in the better attainment of all goals, including academic excellence. The Team Foley administration will see to liaise with the director of university. The Team Foley administration will see to liaise with the director of University Health Service to conduct a health screening for all BCom students once or twice every semester. This will be conducted both on the main campus and the Indum campus to ensure that the entire fraternity gets a fair share of the opportunity. This initiative is to ensure that the good people of the Noble Association are devoid of any health complication which could hinder the academic goals.
And so, as part of the already insightful programs for our Business Week celebration, the Team Foley administration is willing to introduce additional programs to grace our week celebration, and these include the Face of Uccabs. The wheel of Uccabs cannot continue in absolute progress if we tend to relegate the importance of our ladies to the background. As a team, we are triggered to pursue the interest of all students, and as such, we are prepared to devise means to ensure that our ladies bring up the very best in them. The Face of Uccabs will be an event for our ladies to exhibit their intellect and beauty. The purpose of this event is to ensure that the winning candidate is made the ambassador of all ladies, that is the Uccabs WUCOM, whose office will be the empowerment of other ladies to be self-motivated in every step of their lives. We also have the date night. As much as we advocate for insightful initiatives to help our students excel in their chosen fields, we cannot eschew the fun-filled moments, and if we tend to do so, it may become an inciting cause and a recipe for disaster in most of our endeavors. The date night, which the lab experts characterize it as a night for two, is going to be a fun-packed movie night, awards, dinner, and a roundtable lab discussion, all in one night. The event will be aimed at outlining appropriate routine to build and lighten up a healthy relationship. We are poised as a team to relentlessly tackle our duties in order to ensure that they are well executed. We therefore implore everyone to join Ali with Team Foley to alter the course of history of Uccabs for the better.
Come this Friday, 10th of September, we employ all students to vote Team Foley. We are 2 on the ballot screen. It is a clarion call.
Yes, we can. Long live Uccabs, long live UCC, long live Ghana. Thank you.
Wow, it's been a great day. You've heard of the aspirants. Who would you vote for come 10 September 2021? Thank you.